Welcome to Fastang 444. I am next to the solar panels, and this is east of New Lake, and I am angled over towards the buildings that are off on the right there. So when the game starts, if there's a drop near the solar panels, I would hear it behind me here. And if there was one near those buildings, I would see it, I think, between the tiles. I tried to angle over there, and I am not seeing or hearing a drop. So I will move over to an area I call the greenhouse area, east of Teotihuacan. And I wound up in this game with an online gaming friend and a subscriber who has actually a great channel, BobMaloubier73, and I will, for the first time, have a split screen showing where my game, Fastang 444, will be on the left and BobMaloubier73 will be on the right. Bob gets a nice car drop right at the beginning, an Audi RS7. Nice find, Bob. I, on the other hand, I don't have one right near me, but I do see a drop across the stream. So let's go over there and see if I can't get off to as good of a start as Bob is. I would love to have an Audi RS7 at the beginning, and I have a dud. I wind up with a mini buggy, and Bob winds up in a head-to-head with Marisi Boga, who is actually a skilled player. I've seen them in this game many times. I'm looking back towards the greenhouses to see if there were any drops there, but I do see a drop over here. Bob continues his head-to-head, and to my surprise, a level 2 Audi RS6 I will gladly take to get out of the buggy, and this is more of a level 5-6 speed car, so this is perfect. Bob's opponent does a bit of a rage quit. He gets into a Ferrari, then starts heading over towards this drop, and wisely so, he will take the Mercedes AMG GT, which is more of a level 9 speed car. Nice find, Bob. So I am just driving around the perimeter of where the next arena will be, and hoping to find a higher level drop or engage in a head-to-head. And what happens is the latter of the two. I am in a head-to-head with Bob. So off we go. I am going to need a perfectly clean run through here against such a skilled player in a faster car. So I get on the road. Bob hits a bump, spins out. I am going across the bridge. That's a bridge that will hang many people up, and I thought actually that's what happened. I did not know what took place behind me. I do wind up glancing back because I'm curious how far away he is from me, and see that he was back around the bridge, and will wind up being able to beat Bob. And a bit surprised. He was unfortunate to hit that bump where he wound up flipping and spinning out like that, but unfortunately that is an element of this game. Good game, Bob. See you again soon, my friend. I will attempt to go on and win the entire game now, and let you know that your loss was not in vain. I just will continue on this line and go over towards the north of the stadium, around the Bat's Head possibly. When the arena shrinks, maybe I will find a higher level drop, and I need to open up the map, have a better understanding of where the final arena will be. It looks like it's going to be one of the 3 final arenas around Horizon Street Scene. Not 100% sure yet, but I will know when I open up the map after the arena shrinks. And I don't see any drops over around the Bat's Head here. I do see some drops over this direction. I will open up the map to have a clue on where the final arena will be, and I'm not scrolling over, but the arena walls touch around the greenhouse area, actually where I started, so that's a clue that it will be one of the 3 final arenas around Horizon Street City. So I'll continue to glance at these drops while I'm here, head over to the stadium and go through the stadium. I actually had luck away from all the head-to-heads finding level 9 or 10 drops, and it's not the case here. So I will exit out of the stadium on the south side and drive around the perimeter of the arena, trying to find a low or mid-level car that is away from what I call the progression of the game. If you follow the progression of the game, you are going around Horizon Street Scene and most likely will be in a higher level car. You've engaged in head-to-heads, you're in a higher level car, where a car like this is probably a lower or mid-level car, which that is a level 6 exoset, so I would consider that a mid-level, just one lower level, and they wound up running right into the underside of that bridge and wind up rage quitting. And I understand. I've been there before, but I don't think you should rage quit. You're helping the field level up quicker. So I will get in the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck. Even though the AMG GT is faster, I want to try and get into 2 more head-to-heads and get into a level 10. 16 drivers left. That's not too difficult. I found this method that I'm using, driving around the perimeter away from everyone. I can get into around 5 or 6 head-to-heads. And when I get into a vehicle I'm content with, I just will stop engaging in head-to-heads, even if it's a level 9, like a BobMaloubier. Trying to grab one of these in a head-to-head, and I got them. I'm not sure why they did not engage in a head-to-head, what was going on there, but I should be able to beat the level 5 Focus RS. I actually think they have a higher top speed on the road, but I have good enough jump where I should be able to beat them. Let's see, I'm topping out at 161 miles per hour. I think the Focus RS is around 170, maybe 180. Don't recall, but I believe it's higher speed, but not high enough where they will be able to catch me. So I just will go over to this finish on the ramp. And I will continue on this line away from where head-to-heads complete, so someone doesn't come along and snipe me as I am leveling up into a great car, Hoonigan Group A. I actually still would like to get into one more head-to-head and get into a level 10, because this is going to be Final Arena 3, where typically it's a westbound highway final showdown. And finish point varies, but that is the common direction for this final showdown. And I hope I don't regret driving around looking at these drops, because I have a limited amount of time to engage in one more head-to-head here, and hopefully this works out. I am going away from the progression of the game, glancing at drops, and we'll get over around the perimeter of where the next arena will be, because the arena is just about ready to shrink here. Let's let's see, this is that H-shaped pattern of dirt roads. Left edge of the H, it's a flat line. There's a bump on the right there in the middle of that bottom of the H. I see a car over here all by themselves. Let's see if I can get them in a head-to-head. I am gaining on them, so I should be able to catch them. Oh, I spun out. Now they're going to get away. I was turning when I went over that bump that caused me to spin out. I should have went over it at a right angle. Yeah, I don't see them now. They may have parked somewhere and let their vehicle go opaque on the mini-map now. I saw them just for a moment over here. I think they're driving around looking at drops, so that tells me that they may be in a lower or mid-level vehicle. They're doing well, staying away from me, leading me through these hills and trees. Hopefully it's not a level 10. Oh, now I ran into a shed. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch them. I see all the other drivers on the mini-map now. Let's just continue on. Let's see if I can't catch them. Once I get through these trees, it opens up here. And it's a little flatter too. Come on, come on. Alright, I have roughly just under 2 minutes to complete a head-to-head, and right here. But then this other car is coming towards me after I hit that tree, so let's get in a head-to-head with them. Oh wow, they make a fatal error going away from the direction of a head-to-head in a level 10. This is better yet. I get to get into a level 10 and eliminate a level 10 for the final showdown. That could not have worked out much better. Perfect. So let's see what is offered.
Opponent eliminated.
Brockie or the Lamborghini? I'm going to take the Lamborghini Centenario, even though the Brockie has a higher top speed. The Lamborghini, being a track vehicle, a road vehicle, will handle better with the westbound highway final showdown. So that's my reasoning. If it was an off-road final showdown, I would have 100% chosen the Brockie. So I will sit here. This car is coming over behind me. I think they're trying to get behind me with speed and engage in a head-to-head, so I will start making my way over towards the final arena. And I'm not going to fully accelerate. I'm trying to make sure I do not leave enough time for someone to engage and complete a head-to-head with me, and there isn't enough time. I will engage in a head-to-head with this level 6 Porsche 959 that was being chased by a Hoonigan Group A. The point I like to leave from for this final showdown is just on the other side of the bridge.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point I like to leave from. This is Arena 3. The range of time to leave is 22 to 26 seconds. I will leave at 26 seconds.
Oh.
I will use the map trick to avoid this griefer. Sorry, Bob, I'm not a fan. I hit the brakes because I thought about going east, that they may be trying to influence the finish, but then I see that Hoonigan Group A started heading this direction, so I will continue west. Tapping the brakes causes me to be 2 seconds late on my exit, which isn't a problem with the finish point being this direction. I've seen this finish pin before. It is on the south side of the river, and this is the wet season, so I can't cut across, or there's no reason to try and jump and take the wet season shortcut. I don't need to get fancy here, just pretty much follow the road. You can see it highlighted in blue there. There's a bridge that crosses the river. I want to follow that. Thought about for just a split second going on that road that's parallel to this and jumping the hill, getting fancy, but that puts into the equation that if I don't accomplish the jump and flip and reset, I possibly lose the game. There's no reason for it. There's no one even on the mini-map. I have a pretty large lead here. So just cross the bridge. And between the trees on the left here, there's a hill that I will use to bank my turn over towards the finish. Pretty dominating win. This game went really well, so your loss was not in vain, my friend Bob. I will let you know, sir. See you again soon.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
Thanks for watching. This was an entertaining one. I hope you enjoyed this one, along with all of my videos, actually. And if you have been, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. Just click that link on the bottom right.